Sorry.
Are we back?
Yeah, I guess. There's nobody on here though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oops. So yeah, we just got disconnected. Sorry about that. We had questions too.
Oh, all right.
What?
So do you still have the questions pulled up?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just continue with those questions really quick.
Okay. So what kind of magic? What's the strength that Melissa has, and what kind of magic?
Yeah, sorry
There's-
about that,
yeah,
guys.
nobody's
We
here.
were accidentally disconnected.
Yeah, I don't know.
The strength of the magic.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm curious, Melissa, how much do you know about your birth chart? Do you know your sun, your moon, and your Mercury?
Yeah, she's not here. No, 0.
I see Melissa down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's down there.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. Sorry about that. We don't know what happened. But Melissa, do you know your birth chart stuff?
Let me see. Do I have my pen up here?
See if you can get it.
We had
Oops.
another person. I think it was
Oh wow! Look at it. It's from Shasta County too.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah. It is interesting.
Hey guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Capricorn Sun, can't remember off the top. If I had, so she was talking about her practice with that.
She said, yeah. Said she's been looking into different practices. It wants to know, like, is there a specific magic she should be looking into? What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
See?
Why?
See. Okay.
Yeah, if I had your Mercury, that would be really helpful.
I just went back. Oops. Just a minute. Why am I not able to see this? Okay. No, it's not even live. Okay, I can't see it anymore. So
Okay.
sorry. Is she answering that? No.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do the cards say about
okay.
her magic?
So about
Yeah.
her magic. Let's check.
So
Melissa.
Melissa was asking about her magic, and she was asking about her career. She was
Yeah.
working with the elderly.
That's Heather.
Which
Isn't that Heather asking that? Oops. No? Is it? Yeah, it's
No.
Heather. Hang on just a second. I just lost a card. Let's see what this one is. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like, are you working with the moon? Like you should be looking with the moon.
I don't mind sharing place and time, but only don't want to waste your time.
Oh.
It is something I can do quickly, but it's
Yeah.
not a waste of time. We do these streams as an active service.
Yeah.
That this makes the magic work. Service work makes your magic work. So whether you're volunteering or you're helping other people, whatever you can do to help other people, it helps you grow in your magic and that
Right.
kind of thing. So I mean, we're specifically here to help anybody that should seek help from us, that would want help from us, and to connect with this community, right? It's really powerful thing to hear from you guys, your similar experiences, and find that we're all kind of walking the same path together.
Yeah, totally. So so put your
Mercury in Cancer, conjunction Mars, Mars in Gemini.
That's Jose.
Jose.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm. Yeah.
Conjunct with Mars. Okay, okay, that's actually helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Libra in the 5th. Born.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna go get his.
I would need the
information.
I would need the year.
Yeah, what's the year? Yeah. Oh, I'm a triple Leo, like so. I somehow managed to fit all three big ones.
So
into there.
Jose, immediately for you, your Mercury being in Cancer with that conjunct Mars in Gemini, is that a conjunct? Oh, okay, so it's probably on the border. If it's conjunct with Mars, I would recommend kind of will to power stuff. That's a very dangerous path to walk because there's a lot of esoteric fascism that occurs in that path. But there is a lot of wisdom if you can avoid the fascists that are involved in that realm of magic. Julius Evola in the Group, avoid. He's got a book on magic. Avoid any of his philosophy. His philosophy is fascist. But if you go, he's got a book of initiatory magic. It's called Julius Evola and the Group. That is going to be beneficial to your Mercury and Mars conjunction. And so that form of magic is very hyper-masculine, and it's informed by the Roman Mithras cult. So you might want to look into Mithraism, that kind of stuff. That's going to be a path that would be beneficial to where your Mercury is placed, and especially if it's conjunct with Mars. But like I said, it's very... I would stay away from the communities personally because a lot of fascists exist in those communities, and they're pretty obnoxious people.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Heather, if you want to send me a message on Facebook, it's I can also talk to you about like I mean, I did see some other stuff in there. I just don't think it's. I didn't know if it was gonna be appropriate to talk about. So if you want to message me, I can tell you later like what else I saw for you that reading. You know, but it's Anna Lee Stone. Anna Lee is one word on Facebook. FYI, you don't have to, but just putting it out there in case you want. But yeah, they're all 80s babies. They're all 80s.
They're all 80s
yes,
babies?
They
Yeah.
are.
Melissa, I would need the year that you were...
She's 81, I think.
That's Heather.
Oh, they're
Heather's
both,
81.
I think, 81. Hang on.
1984, got
84.
it. See it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, my chart's also empty. Like over half of my houses are completely empty. They're all in the first and 12th house. Everything's in the first and 12th house.
And what was your birth date, Melissa?
Oh, yes. See, I think she said it.
January 12th, 1984. Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but so for Melissa. Yeah.
And there's also, I think, Jose, going back to you, one of the connections that I have made, and you're also going to see a lot of the people that are into will to power, kind of hypermasculine magic. There is a connection with the Eastern practices, with the yogas and the masculine practices. I've personally found in my Martian work, he is a huge fan of breath work and pranayama, and he actually led me into studying Tibetan Buddhism. And so that might be another path you might want to investigate with where your Mercury and Mars are placed in your chart. That might make a lot of sense to you. So your Mercury is in Capricorn. So Melissa, you've got Mercury right there, right next to your sun. Awesome.
I see ancestor work for her, actually.
Yeah. Constellation of the Goat. All right. So for you, Melissa, Dr. Stone said she sees ancestor work. With that, I guess what your chart is indicating is you're going to find a lot of sense in nature-based practices, kind of like the Greek Pan, the Green Man, that kind of stuff. So
Like folk magic almost.
yeah.
Like folk magic, you know, like probably what you're already doing. It's probably what you're already doing. So I tend to find out through my own research that for my own like family line that the stuff that I've been doing since I was little that I didn't even know was magic, I guess, you know, I just was doing it, is rooted in my lineage. And that makes sense because it was something intuitive, right? So I'm going to say that looking into your line will help. I think everybody should do that, right? You should all see where we come from. I mean, except for you.
Yeah.
Except for you. Yep.
Gemini
Awesome.
rising, Virgo moon. Everything lies in 4th to 7th houses. Heather, if you know where your Jupiter and Mercury are placed, that helps with career. Scorpio sun.
Oh, yeah, but CNA is hard. People are difficult to work with, especially when they're sick or hungry, right? Yeah. So what else can you do that's, you know, kind of caring for others without that same vibe, though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Yeah, see, like that's folk magic, right? Like that's like Kudaneras. Yeah, and they're pretty intense. Like, yeah.
I'm not familiar. What is?
So that's who got rid of the thing that made me cough up
It's like
black
Latin.
dirt shit. Yeah, like that. No, it's like, what did you say? It's like South American almost.
Oh, South America.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
Kudaneras, like Botanica. It's like around here, you know, the guys there.
Oh, like Central America.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and it's intense, man. Like that stuff is serious business. It's the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Without magic.
There's
by far
factory around here that has it's run by one of those people.
Yep.
And she makes all the saint candles and all the witch ingredients and that kind of. It's a massive
Huge.
industrial factory.
It's amazing.
And she consecrates and blesses it and then ships it out all over Southern California, the American Southwest. And she was just in the aisles, you know, just kind of being like witchy, and you could just feel the power emanating from her. It's like,
it's
oh
awesome.
my gosh,
it's
this
a
lady.
huge warehouse in Commerce, and it's it's called Wisdom Spiritual Supply or something. And this little old lady is just this little grandma's walking around there. She is
you can feel
hardcore.
It. Yeah.
Like
I could feel it. I was like, I don't want to cross.
She
her.
looks really sweet and nice, but like
Yeah.
you know, she knows what she's doing. It's awesome, and the prices are amazing there. Yeah, if you live in the LA area, I would highly suggest you go because it's like wholesale stuff. It's great. Yeah. So let's see. Reading Heather's. Oh.
Yes, Heather, if you have a Mercury in Jupiter, so Jupiter is fortune. Jupiter is going to bring you into a career path or is where you're going to be the happiest. And then Mercury is going to be like where your skills are. So.
Yeah, your TS know what they're doing, Melissa. Like the guy that got the cursed thing out of me that was I couldn't and then he said, I don't ever want to see you again.
I think, Akka, you're going to have to be able to intuitively identify that. You say that a deity's calling you. Could you kind of identify what it feels like, what the experiences are?
Yeah, what's happening?
Mercury, Libra in the 5th. Jupiter the same. And Sun in Scorpio. Okay, I usually don't like to recommend this, but that is talking about justice, maybe social justice. especially since you're a Scorpio, there's a kind of duality that's going on within your ego. The Libra is the balancing of the scales. So Mercury, your scale sets are in the balancing of the scales, but Jupiter is where you're going to be able, where you're going to find the most fortune and the most happiness. So I think it's talking about like some kind of justice work, whether that's legal justice, social justice, activism. I usually don't like to recommend that because I think that really destroys a person's sense of wholeness and oneness. However, it does look like that is those type of careers or that kind of career path is where you're
maybe
going to,
like an advocate for
an advocate,
like an advocate for
maybe
people that
social
are
work.
in nursing home, like
Yeah.
whatever kind of work you did before. Can you advocate for people like that? So that you're still kind of once removed from them, but still, in a caring role, right? I don't know, something like that. That feels like something where you can kind of suck it to them, right? Like you can like get some payback in a good way, not like revenge, but like
Yeah.
making change.
Yeah, those kind of environments are really dangerous to people on the spiritual path because they're kind of impose like duality and dualism. It gives you something to fight against, and since it gives you something to fight against, then it kind of divorces you from whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
But you seem to be, your charts are indicating that you seem to have a knack and a talent for balancing things, right?
Mediator.
And so you're the type of person that would do well in those environments.
Yeah, mediating issues or advocating on behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely looks like it. And yeah, just totally and cutting through the crap, like just being able to hack through the red tape that once prevented you from doing what you need to do, kind of. I don't know. That would be cool. That's interesting. She has a chart similar to mine with a whole bunch of empty space.
A witch for social justice. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful on that. Because I'm like this too. Like I like fairness. I hate when I see things going unfairly. I really have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
I don't like people being treated poorly. I don't like seeing underdogs being bullied. Like I'm super about it being even playing field, right?
Yeah, I think one of the hardest things to do though is to recognize that even bullies are people too, and so we have to, even if we are immersed in the good fight, we also have to maintain our level of humanity, our level of brotherhood, and that even though we disagree or even though somebody's doing something wrong, they're still a person, and on a long enough timeline we will be that person.
Maybe. Some of them I don't think so.
You definitely will.
I don't know. There's some people I cannot, there's some people out there that do certain things I cannot agree with no matter what you say. But, and I don't think they're people. But they're monsters. But other than that, most people are people. Yeah, most people just engage in bad behavior. Maybe because they don't know better. I don't know. Probably not. We can pretend. To use part of fortune or other. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, so the part of fortune, I try to keep it simple on these live streams just because I want it to be translatable. However, the lot of fortune is incredibly important on your personal path. And I'm going to say identifying the holy guardian, knowing the lot of fortune is how you identify your holy guardian angel or your personal diamond. You're going to go through the part of fortune in order to get into contact with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The kid thing has 100%. Like, I don't know if are you saying that you try to make peace unless it's about your kids and then you're going to be hardcore? Because that's me. 100%.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's for me, I kind of let things go, right?
Yeah.
Even if I don't want to, I do. But like, if you mess with my kids, that's another story. Or people I care about, but for myself, I'll take it. It's not me. I'm letting people play out their lives, right? Other roles. So That wisdom is what earned the title the Great. Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just woke up one day and started calling myself that.
It
And then
literally did.
I slowly grew into it.
Literally did. I was
Nobody
there.
dawned it on me. It's a masterclass in assumption or LARPing, whatever way you want to look at it.
LARPing. Oh my God. You did that though. Literally one day I just started hearing this new reference and I'm like, what are we talking about now? Yeah.
So I would ask you, Akka, what is reality, right?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got ideas.
Exactly. You know,
is
are
a-
dreams real? That's in your head, right? But you
Well,
have
I
a
think-
dream. You understand that as a thing that actually happened,
is-
even though it's not a material thing.
So in the West, we're the only, the Western cultures, more modern, are the only ones that don't consider dreamscapes as real. Like a lot of indigenous cultures and many other cultures across the world believe that what happens in your sleep state, in your dreams, is just as important as what happens in waking hours. But we tend to, poo-poo them away and just say their imagination or whatever. But we know that's not true. We've codified a lot of them now, right? You know, and in neuroscience and neural imaging stuff, like Japan's doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff with dreams right now. It's a big study, scientific field now. So reality, what is reality? I think reality is our perception. Our perception is our reality.
Yeah. So you're saying, right, it feels like Hecate, right? That's your intuition speaking. If it feels like Hecate, it's Hecate, right?
Yep.
And if it's in your head, I mean, Hecate, if you're looking at her in her theurgic role, she is the world's soul. She is that boundary between the subconscious mind and the conscious awareness, right? And that's why she's the goddess of the thresholds, and she's the goddess of
Liminal
the liminal space, right? And so if something's happening in your head and your intuitive faculty is telling you you're talking to Hecate,
It is.
and then your conscious mind is saying, is this real? Am I delusional? That kind of
always
thing.
a good
You need to
thing.
be able to accept that. That definitely sounds like, one of the ways that Hecate is going to approach you.
It is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it is. And, but it's always good to ask if you're crazy. That's how we
Yes.
know we're not crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
The
But-
difference between us and somebody suffering from psychotic and schizophrenic delusions is that we systematize it and we work with it and we find a way to approach it in a healthy way instead of just wholly accepting every thought as like, oh, this is,
Right.
I'm Jesus or whatever it is.
Yeah. But they just found out, there's a study that just came out about that. People that have those, schizophrenic belief, delusions, is that what's happened is somehow the circuitry has caused the thoughts to have their own distinct voices. But you know what? Do I believe that that's really what it is? Probably not. I think that's science's closest answer at this point that they think they got to, but I don't think it's something that can always be measured like that with our instrumentation currently. And plus, we can never know what's going on in someone else's head ever. We can't.
Yes.
It's not possible. We cannot understand. I don't know how you see color compared to how I see color. There's no way that we can know for sure what other people are thinking, what's going on. But when you're coming out with some reason you feel like it's Hecate, then accept that it is and go with it. Because if it wasn't Hecate, you'd be feeling it was something else, right? You know what I mean? It would be something else. I don't think that they're that subtle that they would allow for themselves to be confused with something else. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, you need to trust your intuition, especially when you're dealing with deity, right? So deity is relatively safe, right? It's not like a spirit that's going to try to trick you or lie to you or deceive.
Right.
You know?
Okay. And there's a comment right now that just came in about Hecate and people having negative thoughts about it or that it's scary, right? Okay. I do not know where those come from. I know what you're talking about 100%. I'm really not sure why this has become a thing. I know all the history. This has been my predominant deity my entire life, since I'm 12, so many decades now. This is never at all have I had a scary, encounter with that energy ever. It's always been letting me see what I'm capable of kind of energy, right? Even when things are scary, it helps me to not be scared. it's like the opposite of what people say. And so most I agree with you. A lot of negative talk about it. I don't know why. But again, I think that when there's mainstream consensus about things that we practice, right, as being negative or evil or something, I think that's a really good way to like identify the things that are probably going to really work well for you, because it's always about keeping us separated from divinity, right? Like the whole purpose and structure of our society is to keep us separate from our own embedded divinity, right? Through churches, intermediaries, other people that have the keys, so to speak, right? So when they're making a big old fuss about one thing or another, typically speaking, if you look at it, you'll say, oh, because that's the thing that would actually lead me to be able to identify the divinity in me faster. So they don't want me to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is my conspiracy theory brain work here, but you know, take it as you wish. But I think that's true. Yep. Oh, yeah, you didn't know. You know, well, that's interesting. Most people have her show up in a time in their life when they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's very on point.
She does show up, and she shows up through those synchronicities. She exposes herself to people when she's calling to them, you know.
Yep.
I can go I don't know, a year without thinking about her. Don't really work with her personally, but I can go a year without talking about her, thinking about her, and then all of a sudden over the course of a month it's like she's popping up in everything. People are talking about her to me and that kind of thing. And I just kind of accept that as she's exposing herself to me. She's trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah, like I knew that when I met you, remember? Told you. Yeah. Male deities. So this is where I am not an expert at all, because I very rarely work with male energies, right?
Hecate is my matron.
Mm-hmm.
She's never made me feel scared. Hail Hecate.
Yeah.
Can you help me figuring out which male deity is wanting to work with me,
Mm-hmm.
or the old one?
Mm.
I'm not familiar with
Cernunos?
Nunos. Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, you want to look for the signs, right?
Yeah.
How to connect with her.
Oh, that's
Dr. Stone,
okay,
you want to take the lead on this?
literally, and anyone else in the chat right now that has worked with her can verify this as well. You literally just ask. You literally just call her. She shows up every single time, like every time. And like the way that I experience it, it turns out apparently everybody else experiences it the same way too. Like the same feeling that happens when she's present is you get this like electric feeling. Like I feel like I could zap you with like, you know, rays, like lightning out of my fingertips. Like I'm not joking. Like there's a vibration that happens, and you just ask her. Like you say her name, ask her to come. Like you just do that, and like every time, I mean, instantaneously it happens. Like it's almost instant. Like I never have ever once felt like she didn't show up. And I mean, this is way different than other energies that I've worked with. In the past, it's like I kind of have to make a stretch at like what possibly could be a sign that they might have been present, right? Not in her case at all. Like at all. It is 100%. So just FYI, be aware of that. She will show up.
Yeah, so you want to set up, when you're working with deity, you want to make an environment that participates in its qualities. So I'll give you an example right now, how this altar is set up. We're in initiation season. We're talking a lot about Osiris. And so I have this little icon of Osiris right here. But this plant right here, the shape of these leaves, they're the same shape as an extinct tree, Egyptian tree called the Persea tree. The Persea tree that we have today is the avocado tree, but it's not the original Egyptian one. And the Persea tree was associated with the priests of Osiris. They would go to an island with Persea trees during his resurrection. The green, the plants in the background, they are symbols of the rebirth. You know, we have the gold association with Osiris. I'm wearing the robe. It's black with gold fringe, right? So the black is the death of Osiris. The gold is, you know, the philosophical gold. You know, so we have this environment that is participating in Osiris's mysteries. And so when you're trying to get in contact with the deity, you want to set up a kind of environment with some objects and stuff that participate within the qualities of the deity's mythology or its mysteries, and then you call upon it. And because there are all these things in the environment that are participating in this deity, the deity becomes present.
Yeah. Yeah, but like if you want to do like offer, you want to call her for the first time, you like leave out some cloves of garlic. That's like her. She likes that.
Yeah.
Things like that. A black and a white candle, like a key. I always have a key. Mine's missing right now, and it's stressing me out so bad. I have like an iron key that I always keep on my altar. It's like an old skeleton key. It's really old, like 1800s or something. My daughter got it for me at a estate sale like many years ago, and it's missing. I don't know where it is right now, but I always leave a key, and you could just put your house key. That's fine. It works too. But her symbology are keys, dogs, torches, like crossroads, like if you're at a three-way intersection kind of vibe, like literally, there's so many things that go along with her. But if that's what you're feeling, especially, I don't know if this is the same person that's been reading about her lately. I just read that. I can't remember who said that, but it will start to weigh on you. Yeah, you'll start to get interested and you'll read about it. And that's another way she calls too, is by putting that desire to learn in you. Because she was a learned person, right? She was a person that was a mediator between warring factions, right? Like she was very well rounded individual.
An embodiment of wisdom. She is a wisdom goddess, I think what Dr. Stone just said about Pan or Baphomet, I was intuitively thinking one of the masculine, intuitively without knowing any information, how they're one of the masculine deities of duality. So that would be Pan or Baphomet. That's great. Pan is, he can be really good or he can be really bad, dependent on how you're accessing him. Baphomet is more of an androgen, but he kind of looks masculine and his energy is a little masculine. I think those would be good bets for you too.
Yeah. Oh man, sometimes they show up literal, like literally in your dream or perhaps.
Yeah.
But I think, if it's goat ears, you said, either of those two, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. And that vibration, yes, it's tangible. It really is. So what she wants to tell you, so you just have, it's honestly, it's as simple as, it's not simple at all, but it's as simple as just what is in your head, like what's coming to your mind, like what are you thinking about when in those moments, right? And then usually it starts with no, that's just my own imagination saying that, that's what is the likely narrative in your head, but it's probably not. Like if it's something that you're not familiar with or just some random I've learned the way that I identify when I'm getting information that's different than my own is that it's like louder and it's on top of other things I'm thinking about, if that makes sense. So if you have a nagging thought or like recurring theme in your head that keeps happening, like pay attention to that. That's helpful. Yeah.
The trickster, I spend a lot of time, those who watch the podcast, the main spirits I deal with are Jinn, and they are tricksters. There is a great utility to dealing with trickster energies, is they're testing you, they're testing your profane human behaviors. With me personally, they test my pride and my arrogance. Sometimes they test my anger.
That's fine.
And
That's all they test on me is anger.
I think when I first started dealing with them, they started testing me on my anger. But I think it goes dealing with trickster energies, spirits, deities. It starts where it kind of throws you through a loop, and you'll be like processing it for a week, and it's psychologically very taxing. It kind of draining. But then once you realize what the trick is, and you realize that it was trying,
it tricks you to learn. Like it's not.
Yeah.
So the trickster archetype is needed because a lot of us don't want to do the thing we need to do, right?
Yeah.
So, and I remember I was going through before I met Abammon, I had this horrible like situation with the person I had been seeing, and I was just so devastated. I could not understand. And my professor of archetypes, it was a class in classical archetypes, he told me, you know, sometimes the trickster will come into our lives when we need it the most, and the way that they show up is by providing you the most comical, cartoonish version of a situation in your life that you've been ignoring, you know, not dealing with, so that it's so out of sorts and so ridiculous that you have to finally address it. And like as soon as he said that, it like clicked, like, oh my God, that's exactly what it was. And then as soon as that happened, everything leveled out, and it was now like all about kind of healing from that and moving forward, right? And I had never thought of it that way. So it's always, you know, the frame of mind is super important about these things too. So trickster is only dangerous if you believe it's dangerous, right? And also your agency is the one that matters the most. So you're in charge of all of it, right? These are just these are just energies that can assist you or, you know, kind of hold you back depending on how you approach it, right? So approaching it knowing that it's all about you and you're in control is key always. Like I know when I go in to talk to spirits that they're not gonna do anything to me that I'm not allowing them to do, period.
Yeah, so I think if you're dealing with trickster stuff within safety, I mean, I'm dealing with spirits. I don't know how this necessarily works with trickster deities, but before I deal with trickster spirits, I do an invocation of my God is the God of Abraham, and I ask him for guidance. I surrender to his will, and I ask him to help me as I approach the, you know, trickster spirits. And then I also petition my guardian daemon, my guardian angel, and I ask it to guide me and help me through the process. And sometimes it can be painful because even though I ask for these things, even though I surrender myself to the will, and the will is my spiritual path, what I'm supposed to be doing, a lot of times I'll walk out of my dealings with these spirits very confused and a little psychologically disturbed.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then it all makes sense after a few days.
Yeah.
I think especially so I deal with the moon a lot too, and the moon is notorious for illusion and kind of illusion and delusion. And I think Hecate we can kind of associate with that same kind of energy. And so when I approach the lunar trickster spirits, I seek within the moon, right, within Hecate, quote unquote. They're not direct one-to-one correlation. I'm just saying, you know, let's look at this as an analogy. Asking Luna for her stillness, right? I try to make myself like Luna. I'm trying to make myself a perfect mirror so I can reflect my soul. I can reflect that trickster spirit and see the deceit, right? So if you are in emotional turmoil when dealing with the trickster energy, it's very easy to get deceived. It is very easy to fall for the trick. So if you can make yourself still and placid like a lake, you know, like I like to think of the moon shining on a still lake. That's what I'm trying to internally come to when I deal with trickster energies. So if you're going to be approaching Pan, maybe trying to make yourself more like Hecate, trying to identify yourself with Hecate as you work with Pan. Now, I don't know how this necessarily works when it's like two deities, you know. I don't know.
She doesn't. I have never had a problem with that, like at all. So she's not. So unlike Yahweh or whatever, jealousy, right? I don't see that in this instance with Hecate at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've worked with many other, like, you know, my altar at different times have had different statues, right? They share space sometimes, but right now it's just Hecate. But, you know, I've never had any issues with that. But yes, like Melissa said, that in the chat here, she's like, she protects you, you know. You just have to know that that's what's happening, right? Don't give things power more than what, you know, they deserve. So just know that you're in control always. Yeah. No, it's not. No, anything can be great or awful, though. Anything can, like, because it's about your frame of mind. It's about your mindset, how you're looking at it, right? Growth is uncomfortable. Like, it's not fun. Remember when you're little and you get growing pains, like in your legs and stuff? Like, it's the same vibe. It's just now it's psychological, you know? It's now psychological. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, 5. Yeah, it's totally fine. But she is very steadfast in her, like, Hecate is very steadfast in, like, what she's about. So that's important, I think, when you go into working with another deity, like Pan, that's known for tricking, right? You want to be steadfast, like, you're not going to be a victim of that, right? Like, that's not what you're here for, you know? That's not what you're requesting of him, right? That helps.
Yeah, so I'm looking at your chart right now, Akka. The spiritual path on your chart, what's jumping out to me the most is kind of this Saturn lunar energy, the higher mysteries of kind of the silence, the darkness, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Not chaotic, more stillness, not infernal, you know, more cleansing. That's what I'm seeing for you.
And I actually,
in your chart,
I looked at for Melissa, like, that message that you're getting, and you're already doing it. So, like, the message that's being given is about study and self introspection with the hermit, right? So and you said you're already doing it. So you're already heeding the message.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't think that you're missing anything here. You got it already. You just need confirmation of that.
All right, I agree with you, Melissa. All right.
All right, good.
I think we're going to close out this service. It's been really nice talking to you guys, catching up with you guys. We will be back next week. We're almost through Scorpio season and heading into the winter, and I'm so excited for the winter because the winter is so fun esoterically and magically, you know. So I hope everybody's getting through their struggles in Scorpio season and initiation season. But, you know, like I said, this week, it's definitely a healing week, a purifying week. Let's lean into this harmony between the sun, Jupiter, and Saturn and really feel that soft, purifying, cleansing, masculine wisdom, you know?
Yeah, yep. It's about starting with like going into it with the love.
Yeah.
Like for
with
love.
With
like
love,
for self, like, and others, even if you don't like them.
Thank you, Abriel. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I know that you're going through it right now. Just let me know personally. I know you know how to get a hold of me. If there's anything I can do on my end magically, I'd definitely be willing to. All right.
Well, thanks, Sheldon.
Thank you, Sheldon. All right. And you guys, let's close this out. We're going to do a quick little prayer to soul. We're not going to do the meditation today. We're a little over time. But I think we're going to start doing hypnotic meditation beforehand to put us in a place to kind of like accept the energies during the invocation. I think that would be a little more beneficial to us. Yeah.
Sounds smart. Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Great soul, great illuminator, great luminary, you of riches, you of the self, the integrated self, you who are the greatest luminary in the sky, the one that is above all other stars, you of wisdom. We thank you for guiding us in this service today. We ask that you help out our friend Heather in bringing her friend Hannah home. Illuminate that situation, please, soul. We thank you.
So it is.
Mote it be.
Thanks, guys. And
all right.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week. And the podcast, we're uploading on Wednesday. So
it's on channeling.
It's on channeling.
Yeah, so, we did a lot of research on channeling. Yeah. And, you know, and also, if you guys channel, would you be so kind as to, like, leave a comment here about how you experience it? Like, what does it look like for you? Do you get, like, images? Do you hear things? You know, that kind of stuff? Because just purely selfish here, like, I just want to know if it is similar to like what I get, because it's always nice to know that you're not the only one.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Hold this one up.